Well, heck yeah, if I leave them real relaxed, I can't see up here. But if I open my eyes wide, I can see everything. Yeah. I don't care about floppy eyelids. Lord never forbidden me to come in here because I have floppy eyelids.
All right, so not sure how the audio and video are going to match up. Are they matching up there, Marlene? Can't hear you because you're muted.
They seem to be matched up, yes.
Okay, great, awesome. All righty, well, let's start off with our body in this cross-legged position here. Y'all can close your eyes and take a few breaths. Let those shoulders start to relax down. Just noticing anything that's out of whack today. If you have any area of your body that you need to take some extra special care for, make sure that's in the front of your mind. And try to push all the busy stuff to outside the door. That way you're focused on you while we're here. And take a big breath in, take those hands, stretch them up overhead. So big stretch up and back. Trying to reach those arms back, reach those shoulders back. Inhale, and as you breathe out, we're going to fold over. So stretching down toward the floor. Relaxing through the low back. While we're here, we're going to take both hands, kind of walk them off to one side. You can lean over slightly. And then again through the center, we're going to do it to the other side. Both hands off to one side. Coming back through the center, you can circle those hands around. We're going to move them back behind. Open the chest toward the ceiling, lift the chin. We're going to leave one hand right where it is. Big breath in. We're going to take the other hand and place it on top of the thigh. Little twist. And placing that hand behind you, we're going to stretch the other way, hand on top of the thigh, and twist. Coming back to the center, we're going to place a hand next to us. Inhale, bring an arm up, fold it over. Again, we're going to inhale, place that arm down. Exhale, up and over. And again, breathing in, place that hand down. Exhale, up and over. And one more time, big breath in, place the hand down, exhale, stretch it over. Very good. Let's bring that hand down. We're going to send the feet out in front of us. Turn my mat a little bit here. Send those feet straight out. You can wiggle the toes slightly. Make sure all the blood is still in your feet. And we're going to bend the knees just slightly and fold it over, stretching down toward those feet, toward your ankles. Allowing that lower back to relax. Big breath in. We're going to place the hands behind us. We're going to straighten up the legs. Give them a second. You can bounce them out if you need to. Put your shorts down if you need to. This time, keeping the legs straight. We're going to bring those arms out and again, folding over. Inhale when you're ready to come back, but we're going to place the hands next to us. So this time, palms face down on the mat. We're going to push strongly through the palms. So we're depressing the shoulders, allowing the spine to come up nice and straight, staff pose. Nice and strong through the chest and through the back. Big breath in. We're going to exhale, release those arms, and one more time, fold it over both those legs. Try to anchor on your ankles. Ankle anchor. Give it 2 more breaths. And we'll come up out of that position. When you're ready, you can place those hands back for a sec if you need. We're going to end up in a figure 4. So you're going to cross one ankle over the top of your thigh, just allowing that leg to kind of lay flat. Noticing any hairs you missed while you were shaving. And then slowly we're going to inch the belly button forward. So trying to keep the body pretty straight here, not trying to fold over completely like we did a moment ago. So your chest is upright. Two more big breaths. And we're going to bring the body up again, but this time let's bend through the knee. So go ahead and pull that knee and ankle up towards your chest, and we're getting a deeper stretch into your hip. So still trying to keep that lift through the chest, keeping that belly button pressing up toward the inside of your shin. And then we're going to send that leg out nice and straight when you're ready, but keep that foot kind of where it is. We're going to drop it down toward the mat. Let's take an arm, put it on the inside of the knee, and we're going to start twisting away. So you can twist a little bit, or you can twist so much that your other butt cheek comes up off the floor. Turn away from that leg. Couple more breaths. Okay, we're gonna relax toward the front when you're ready. Take your time. If you wanna stay there longer, that's good too. We're gonna send that leg out. You can bob out the knees. And then we're gonna start with the other ankle over our thigh. So we're crossing over first, just letting that knee kind of relax off to the side. Just trying to open up through the hips. And then same thing, we're gonna start to inch the torso up. So we're trying to keep the chest lifted and the belly button reaching toward your legs. So you don't have to lean over significantly, just enough to get a stretch in your hip. A few more breaths. Okay, we're gonna bring our hands back. We're gonna bend at the knee and we're pulling that knee and ankle up toward our chest. Take your time. Same thing here, the chest is lifted, so our torso is nice and tall. And we're allowing that hip stretch to go deeper. At least one more breath in here. And when you're ready, we're going to transition to our other twisted stretch. So that foot's going to go out nice and straight. We're going to plant the top leg down. Place your hand on the inside of your thigh and give it a twist. Keeping those shoulders down. So try not to let your shoulder start to come up into your ear. Pull that shoulder down away from your ear. Nice and strong through your sides. A couple more breaths. And when you're ready, we're going to return back to the front. You can send that leg out, bob your knees if you need it. And we're going to meet on hands and knees. So we're going to put those feet underneath us. Oh, and I lost my Zoom. Okay. There it is. Continue on. All right. Back to hands and knees. So hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. We're going to wiggle it out for a second here. So then when you're ready, we're returning those hips to neutral. Keep those hands down, shoulders down from your ears. Big breath in, we're gonna exhale and send one leg back, nice and straight. It's a straight line from our shoulders, past our hips, all the way to our heel. We're not gonna allow our head to sag. We're gonna keep it up in neutral. So tuck that chin in just a little bit. We're gonna inhale, let's bring that leg down. So keeping that same amount of strength through your lower belly, big breath in. Exhale, send the other leg back. So big stretch away from your center. Nice and strong, keeping that pressure through the palms. We're gonna bring that leg back in. We're gonna repeat one more time on both sides. So if you need to wiggle out your arms or your wrists for a sec, go ahead. So both hands planted down, big breath in. Exhale, send that leg back. Trying to stay strong through your lower belly. Now we're gonna take this leg and cross it over to the side of your mat, and we're gonna turn and look in that direction. So big stretch through your side here. One more breath in and out. Okay, and then we're pulling that leg back in. Same thing, we're gonna repeat on the other side. If you need to roll out your wrists, you can. We're gonna make sure that spine is nice and neutral. Big breath in, exhale, send the leg out straight. Holding for a moment. And then crossing that leg over to the side, we're turning our head, looking toward that foot. Big stretch through the side of the torso. One more breath in and out. Okay, and we're gonna return to the center. Let's send those knees out wide. Bring your big toes together, and we're gonna settle back in extended child's pose. Just taking the pressure off of the wrists, while we're stretching those arms away, nice and open through the shoulders. Couple more breaths, make sure that lower back is nice and relaxed. All right, when you're ready, we're gonna bring it forward for a sec. We're gonna go into thread the needle, so just taking one moment, turning the chest to the side, reaching that hand up toward the ceiling. Big breath in, exhale, we're gonna weave it through and try to lower down toward the mat. So if you can, trying to get that shoulder down, but we're keeping that pressure into the mat so that your chest is looking off to the side. One more breath in. On the exhale, you can push up and away from the floor. We're gonna repeat on the other side. So one big twist, opening up toward the ceiling. And then again, we're gonna move that hand through, threading underneath, turning the chest and the shoulders to the side. Taking a couple of breaths. One more breath in. We're gonna exhale and push up and away from the mat. Let's go ahead and move forward onto our bellies. So resting the wrists for a sec. And a whole bunch of wristy stuff today. Okay, so we're gonna settle one hand down on the mat. You can lower your forehead to your hand. And we're gonna be working on stretching through the quads. So take one leg and bend at the knee, pulling as close to your bottom as you can. And then if you have the reach, or if your ankle gets close enough, you can reach your hand back and try to grab hold of your heel or your ankle or foot and take a few breaths here. Big breath in. We're going to exhale. Let's lower that ankle down. You can swap hands. We're going to start by bending the other knee, forehead on the back of your hand. And if you'd like, you can stretch that hand back, grab hold of the ankle, and just hold. One more breath in. When you're ready, you can exhale to lower that leg down. We're going to bring the forearms in, placing down on the mat, go into a slight back bend, Shoulders held down. Move the head around a little if you need. And lowering down again, we're going to repeat one more time on each side. So your forehead can go down on your hand. We're going to bend through the knee, pull it up toward your bottom. Reach that hand back if you can. Take a few breaths. Okay, then lowering that leg down, we're going to bring the other hand in. Same thing, bending at the knee, pulling the heel towards your bottom, and stretching that hand back to hold if you can. Awesome, when you're ready, you can let that go. We're already at our last few minutes, so if you want, you can stack your hands and rest here on your belly, or you can turn over onto your back and just find a restful position for these last few minutes. Okay, we've got one more minute here. And then as you're done for today, you can start wiggling around and sit on up when you're finished. Well, to my online folks, hopefully it wasn't too awkward because I tried with my GoPro today. We'll see how that looks in the recording. But y'all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you Wednesday or Monday.